past the heavens, slipping into the ether, transcending time and space. A conjuring so powerful, I felt spirit force itself free from the body, dancing to the rhythm of the wind, surrendering to the air, allowing the spirit to move as it pleases. Memories, not my own, surrounding me. Voices, familiar and distant, navigating my movement. They say the people could fly, black folks. From slave narratives to folklore, they would lift right off the ground and fly back to Africa. They possessed a magic so rich, so deep that it had been forcibly buried, wings clipped. But these stories are birthing their way to the surface, fiercely erupting the soil around them. Through these ancestral memories, where does fiction and myth become fact, and dreaming a reality?
The one thing you say about a myth is that there's some truth in there, no matter how bizarre they may seem. And the one that I had always heard that seemed like just a child's wish was the one about black people, black slaves, who came to the United States. And under certain circumstances, they would fly back to Africa. When I looked at it more closely, I read a lot of those slave narratives, that they published in the 30s. And the interviewer would ask certain basic questions, and then some others. He or she always asked that. Have you ever heard of flying Africans? Or people taking up and flying back to Africa? And everybody said one of two things. No, I never saw any, but I heard about it.
Yes.
Or they said they had seen it.
African folklore has filled my imagination since I was a young girl. My mom, a storyteller, wrapped my childhood in wonder. From talking animals to African spirituality, I believe and still do that these stories are rooted in truth. For centuries, stories of flying Africans have been passed down from generation to generation, evolving and shifting, but always the same. A liberatory mode of transportation towards freedom. These stories became a truth for survival, a secret language for runaway slaves, black mobility, speculative time traveling, and reclaiming ancestral powers. In 1803, they brought you here, prisoners, stolen from Nigeria. You rebelled, your dignity and strength too powerful to be enslaved. Walking into the marshy waters of Dunbar Creek, you, Igbo, freed yourself. Drowning, flying, your chant still heard on St. Simon's Island. When I release my body, that is when it takes over. When my spirit breaks free and moves beyond my own understanding. I know flight to be true. I invoke the spirit and enter a meditative form of conjuring, a spiritual awakening where energy travels and ancestors speak. If energy cannot be created or destroyed, then the residue, particles, and remnants of the past and near future live among us, constantly overlapping with the present. I am a vessel, activating the stories, memories, and dreams of black women. My dreams are not my own, but the whispers of ancestral wisdom, tongues only decipherable to my spirit. As Toni Cade Bambara said, when you dream, you dialogue with aspects of yourself that normally are not with you in the daytime, and you discover that you know a great deal more than you thought you did. My dreams are erupting, the surface cracking around me, free falling in each direction. Dreams are reality, time is relative, and the past, present, and future are melding together. What visions do the ancestors have for me? When I conjure the suppressed gifts of black women before me, how will I embody their secrets? No one archived your existence. What evidence do I show of your powers, your ability to disregard gravity, your spiritual wisdom? How did you find the strength to release the weight of the world and float past the highest mountains? What freed your spirit? I ask for freedom and healing. May you fly. May your dreams live through me and continue to thrive, the energy rapid as it disrupts all that stands in your way. the black woman before me, after me, during my time. May you discover new ways for your wings to spread, to manifest your dreams. I remember the first time my body was aware of flight. Disbelief occurs, your feet searching for the ground. But soon, you give in to the universe and ancestors, slowly dissolving into the blue of the sky as you move further beyond the grasp of human reach.
Beautiful. So family, I wanted to revisit this because I just recently talked to a nephew of mine who experiencing certain things as I am. I've shared it with you all countless of times. I've shared with you all countless of times about my experience, and I must say that I'm awakened out of a sleep, and I don't know if it's intentional or it's just, my body just, of course, say waking up, or is meant to, because I'm getting ready to go into that frame of that experience. And it's literally where I can see the earth. I can travel. I can go places. I'm in different places than my bedroom. But it's not like my body, say, leaves. It's more so my body is on the bed and I can feel it. I can feel, light as a feather. And there are times I've had dreams where there will be one particular time I had a dream. It was like I was taken up and I started levitating up. So others have experienced this too. Some have experienced where their bodies totally, they know their body is somewhere else. They're there. They're taken by the angels. They're going places, being, shown things that we, one day, we'll, I want to say, find out. So there's a lot going on. And if you, are experiencing this or similar, because I was doing a video last week and a week before, and someone came on and say that their daughter have visit where that's the mountain in Mount Zion, which they call it Mount Kenya, the Kakua, I want to say the Kakua tribes. They said that the daughter has visit that area. And so we are experiencing things supernatural that we may not have understood before. And like I said, it didn't start happening until I had that, I want to say, visitation by a man, dark melanated man that looks to me like one of the pharaohs out of Kemet. And after that, I started having those different type of moments. So if you are experiencing, or you have heard someone else, don't think you're by yourself. There are many, many others out there who have came forth and said something to some degree. But a lot of times people keep it to themselves. For one, they may not be led to share. And another, they think that someone may look at them as being strange or odd. But I also share that in Africa, they have stories that told that they could take. One person said, I want to say it was 100 people that was on his back, and he flew them across an area. And this was a known thing, and even stretched their bodies across a lake for them to crawl or climb or walk on the body. So there are stories of some of our people from Congo, brothers who are having, who have their page, and they're telling stories about their that their fathers is, I won't say it was two brothers, or it was a uncle and a brother, or something like that. And they were able to fight each other with what you would say lightning. So it's amazing. And I don't want to downplay our abilities now or what's to come. But we need to, in so many ways, seek the Most High continuously, and just to help those who have experienced something similar or will experience something. Just know you're not alone, and one day we'll get a full understanding of why we are experiencing these things. And I have it so frequently until when I have it, like this morning, I started yesterday jotting things down, and I had started a while back. But this morning I had, well, not even this morning, when I took a nap today, I woke up and went into a mode where I was, at this point, I didn't, feel like I was leaving. I just was at, well, let me back up. I was where I could see. It's like eyes, like your eyeballs open up. From my eyeballs, I can see your eyeball opens up, a pupil, or you would say an eyelid or whatnot, and you're able to see, and I'm able to see through the eyes of, and I want to say it's the Most High eyes. So, and I'm able to see things that way, and I'm able to, where I have went and have been flying over certain areas, levitating over certain areas. And when I think of the word, I thought of it last week, levitate, that's Levites. So does that have anything to do with the word Levites? Because of levitation it derives from Levites. Levites derives from levitation. So that's just something I'm putting out there. I don't know. I looked it up and it had the connection there, but I don't know if that meaning that saying that that's who we are, or because we know that we've been divided up and divvied up by the 12 tribes, which, I've been seeking, and I came across some information that may explain a little bit more about that, of us not having that in our lineup is just, it's a lot. It's just that a lot that we still need to understand. And I'm just excited. And again, I just want to share as I feel led to. And if you would like to reach out to me and just want to share with me privately or whatnot, you welcome at yahroyalfamily@gmail.com. How did I get here today on this? I saw something that had popped up about a 10-year-old was in a trance for 9 days. So when I have spoke about my spiritual moments, I never called it trance. I just called it the anointing will come upon me and Father will use me. I was in a building working for 8 years, and the anointing, the last 8 years that I was there, will come upon me, and I could feel it coming upon me, and I will be guided and leaded to go say something to someone, touch someone, or it just be there for someone's support or something in that lineup. And that happened the last 8 years that I worked at AT&T as an employee, and like I said, I was sent to the job that I had that led me to where I'm at today. And August of 21 of this year, August of 2021, made 20 years. So that's what gave me the understanding that my time was up and it's time that I will be shifted and moving along. So I never considered and never heard of the word, say, in a trance, but I've felt where the anointing will come upon, and I would speak in a tongue that I know it went directly, that I was speaking to the Most High, and the Most High will direct and guide me through what I would need to do, what I would need to say, where I would need to go in that time. And once I'm completed with the task as being used as a vessel, then it will lift off of me and I'll go back to my regular day. But sometimes it'll take a while because it's called like you're drunken in the spirit. That's what I know to call it. So And then that's what led me to this video that I'm sharing with you all now. So I was like, how did I get to this place? So just sharing, family. Love you all and take care. And I'll be back with another video as the Most High give me leeway. Take care, family. Matando and Geta.